Can you guess what makes Carnival Mardi Gras unlike any other cruise? There's actually a few things, but for one, it's got a roller coaster. I'm Joe from Embrace Today, and this Mardi Gras tour reveals every epic spot, from the electrifying Ultimate Playground to the vibrant La Piazza. If you want to discover all the Mardi Gras has to offer, join me right now for the full adventure. Are you guys ready? Let's get started on this full ship tour of the Carnival Mardi Gras. We're going to start things off on the Lido deck, the central hub of the ship. I like to do my cruise ship tours when there's action. I like to do it when there's people around. So we're here midday on a sea day. People are in the pool. You can see what it's really like to be on the Carnival Mardi Gras. I hope you're watching this because you have a cruise booked on the Mardi Gras or you're thinking about it. This is the beach pool area, our first stop. As you can see, it is just a beautiful place. It's full of beautiful people, and the decor is beautiful. The environment is beautiful. Carnival did a great job setting this up so you can get your feet wet or you can jump all the way in the pool. There's sun loungers everywhere you look. Hey guys, speaking of sun loungers, don't forget to bring some reef-safe sunscreen on your cruise. You don't want to end up like this guy. I'll leave a link of the brand I recommend in the description and a link on the screen. Carnival did a great job at setting this up so that everybody can soak in the sun next to the pool. Our next stop is the Red Frog Tiki Bar. You can see this bar has nothing but good vibes. The bartenders are having a good time. The passengers are having a good time. It's just a great place to stop and have a drink right there on the Lido deck and enjoy your cruise vacation. Okay, you guys are going to want to remember this spot. This is where the towel hut is. There's only a couple places on the whole ship where you can get towels. Of course, you can get them in your stateroom, but if you're out and you just want to take a swim, an impromptu swim, you need to have a towel, right? Or you want to have a towel. So there's a towel hut right there in the central part of the Lido deck. Also, there's a towel stand in Serenity, but that is on deck 18, kind of far away. Coming up here is the street eats area. First place we're gonna stop is Mad Sizzle. It is Mediterranean style cuisine, kind of with a twist. It is so good. Did you guys see that picture? It is so good. It's mouth-watering. I couldn't recommend it more. We went there a lot. Had a lot of lunches at Mad Sizzle, but then you want to stop over at Steam Dream. This is Asian-inspired dumplings, like different kind of dumplings every day, different sauces, absolutely delicious. And the next part of Street Eats is Time Fries, little pun on words there, and they just load you up with some fries, put some different toppings on there every day, and those are pretty good too. Here next in line is, of course, the infamous Seafood Shack that's on a lot of Carnival ships. This place is great, although I didn't eat here on the Mardi Gras because there was so much other good complimentary food, I just didn't feel like I needed to. You can see some massage ladies there doing massage testers, trying to drum up some business, and one more shot of the beach pool, and you can see the kids were taking over that hot tub right there. As we came through the Blue Iguana Cantina, one of everybody's favorite places to get tacos and burritos on Carnival ships, they were closed, but I wanted you guys to see a little reminder of how good those tacos are. Check it out. That's going to make your mouth water and make you excited to get on this cruise ship. All right, and we're about to head into the Lido Marketplace buffet area. Now, this area on the ship made me kind of realize this is where I really felt how big the ship was. It just takes a long time to like walk across it. It's pretty massive. Folks, you're gonna be doing a lot of walking on the Mardi Gras, so make sure you have the right footwear. I can't recommend Crocs more for the ultimate cruise shoe. Here's the links. Dinner time, all these seats are, almost all these seats are pretty full in here. It's a lively place for sure, and the food is really, really good. You can see here that the buffet was closed when we walked through here, but I wanted you guys to see it just like the other spots. Here you go. Here is the buffet when it's in full swing, and here is a little bit of the food that they were serving that night. Carnival sometimes gets like a bad rap for food. I have to completely disagree. In particular on the Mardi Gras, I've been on other Carnival ships, it's kind of hit or miss, but on the Mardi Gras, the food like across the board was really good, including the buffet. Okay, and as we make our way down this long corridor here, speaking of food, we're coming up on probably, I would say, the most popular food spot on the whole ship. That is Shaq's Big Chicken. And why wouldn't it be popular? It's like, all you can eat breaded chicken strips with sides and sauces. You've got all the different sauces here. You've got a sauce that was actually invented by Shaq. Shaq's recipe was used to spice the chicken. We've got spicy coleslaw, spicy pickles, potato salad, all kinds of good comfort food. This place is popular, and there's a good reason why. It is absolutely delicious. We had Shaq's several times on the cruise, and couldn't recommend it more. You guys are gonna love it when you get on the ship. Here's a little shot of my wife and I about to dig into some Shaqs on our balcony. It's a good way to enjoy it. Bring it down to your stateroom. All right, and that brings us to the aft of the ship, the back of the ship, and this is where the tides pool area is. There's two big hot tubs back here and a pool in the middle of them, and you're gonna see that it's a popular place with the kids. The kids kind of took over the hot tub here. At one point, I saw a kid in a group of 10 like snorkeling in the hot tub. I wasn't gonna get in that hot tub, but they were having a good time, so that's great. I did get in this pool a few times, and it's a nice pool. It's an infinity pool, so looking over the side is really kind of fun. And then of course you have another hot tub up here, but good luck getting a spot in there when it's not crowded. This is a popular spot. All right, and as we head away from the Tides pool area, we're gonna see the Tides Bar. This is literally one of my favorite all-time moments of filming cruise ship tours. Check this out. Everybody in this bar, it seemed like, was in a great mood. They just wanted to ham it up for the camera a little bit. That's what you do when you see the camera guy walk through. You flex a little bit, you wave, you smile. It's just good vibes at this bar. I absolutely love this moment. Check this out, the bartenders get in on it too. These guys were so great. Everybody at that bar was obviously having a really great time. It's great to see when the vibes are so good. Okay guys, let's head down the hallway here, find an elevator and get down to deck 8. It's always hopping on deck 8. First thing we're gonna look at here is the Havana stateroom and suites area, although we can't go in there because we don't have a Havana room, and you get a special bracelet if you do that gives you exclusive access to that area and to a pool area, a Havana pool area where not everybody can go, so you get a less crowded experience. You also get Cuban-style decor in your room and all over that Havana area. It's kind of a cool thing, but it does cost a little bit more. First stop we're gonna make here is the Chibang restaurant. This is my favorite restaurant on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and maybe cruise ships in general. It's an Asian-Mexican fusion restaurant. No, they don't mix those two foods, but they have an Asian menu you can order from or a Mexican menu you can order from. And so yeah, you could get like Kung Pao chicken, and a couple of tacos for dinner if you want. Or you can stick with just Chinese or just Mexican, but both Chinese and Mexican foods are some of my favorite. So yeah, I absolutely love Shibang, and the food there is top notch. All right, and as we leave Shibang here, we're gonna head down the hallway, and this is the Havana Bar area. Now, this area is open to everybody on the ship, but in a second here, you're gonna see a door that says you can't go through without that special bracelet. But it is nice that you can come down and enjoy the Cuban music, the dancing, and this really cool Cuban-inspired bar. So yeah, come down here and spend an evening for sure. It's a fun place to grab a drink and enjoy some music. Check out this decor. It makes you kind of feel like you're in Cuba. Really stylish furniture, really vibrant colors. Yeah, really cool. And speaking of vibrant colors, check out this corridor here. We're heading into the grand central area of the ship here. We're about to go past Dream Studio, where you can get some professional photography done, or just across from Dream Studio, you've got the cameraman there with the backdrop that'll take some really good photos of you and whoever you're with on the cruise that you guys can go purchase if you'd like, and Carnival would like it if you purchase those pictures for sure. Okay, and as you go across this little catwalk right here, to your right-hand side, you've got this huge LED screen with these little white orbs going up in this blue background. It's just stunning. It's beautiful. It's called the Grandview Bar, kind of a small bar, and we'll be checking that more out on deck 7 below there. And then you look over to the right-hand side, and you have probably one of the more stunning views of the entire ship, the Grand Atrium Theater here. It's just a massive tiered theater. When you first walk on the ship, you walk in from deck 6 and you look up and you see these 3 different tiers. It's a really impressive theater. You guys are gonna love it. It'll blow you away. Hey, have you guys ever thought about making cruise YouTube videos? For a lot of my ship tour videos, I just use a GoPro 13 Black. I recommend you pick one up for your next cruise. Here's the link. Okay, as we move on down the hallway here, we're gonna come to Bonsai Teppanyaki. Have you guys ever eaten at Bonsai Teppanyaki? If you haven't, make sure when you first get on the ship you make a reservation, because it does fill up. You can get a spot at one of these tables, and not only do you get some amazingly delicious Asian food, but you also get a show. The chefs come out, they flip their spatulas around, and they make great jokes about the food that they're preparing. So yeah, I'd recommend the Bonsai Teppanyaki experience for sure. Next up is Bonsai Sushi. This is my favorite specialty dining restaurant on Carnival ships. The sushi is so good. It is seriously the best sushi I've ever had in my life. Every time I come to Bonsai Sushi, I'm blown away by the sushi, the noodle salad that they have. Yes, it does cost a little extra money, but it's worth it, man. It's not that expensive, and it's really, really good. And we just wanted to show you guys out back here, you can get a little bit more intimate experience. You can sit down, enjoy your sushi and maybe some sake, and have a seat at a table and check out the ocean views, or grab one of those comfortable couches. Yeah, it's there for you if you want it. And heading back inside here, let's walk past the kitchen and check out some of that fresh fish that they're going to be using to prepare that delicious sushi. Okay, and now we're gonna stop into a couple of shops here. First one is Effie Jewelry. You can come in here and get yourself a nice watch, a nice pair of Ray-Bans. You can get some jewelry if you want to. Yeah, this is a great place to shop. You know, I don't shop a lot on cruise ships, but I know that a lot of people in their busy lives don't have time to go shopping. And so when they get a chance to go on vacation, they're on a cruise ship, they actually have some free time and they can go spend some of that hard-earned money on themselves, or you can find a gift for one of your loved ones. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to hopefully come on the cruise ship, have some time to do some shopping for some beautiful things, and spoil yourself a little bit by spending a little bit of that hard-earned money. We're going to quickly pass by the Grand Central Atrium again and head into the photo area of the ship. It's a pretty epic photo area. So yeah, you're gonna walk down this hallway, and really to get a lot of places on the ship, you need to walk down this hallway. So you're gonna be going through this photo area a lot. Sometimes the photographers are gonna ask you to get your picture taken. And of course, Pixels here is where you will come and take a look at the pictures that they take of you, and you can decide whether or not you wanna buy them. They have a lot of real estate of the ship here taken up by the Pixels area. So yeah, a lot of people love to get on the cruises. You know, you've got formal night, you get dressed up, you get your picture taken. You come down to Pixels here and you had a professional photographer take an amazing picture of you, and you can purchase that. It's a great way to get a memento from your cruise. And hey, maybe you can use it for your Christmas card pictures. All right, we're coming up on Bar de la Rosa. This bar is just kind of in the middle of everything on deck 8. It's a crowded area of the ship, so usually those bar stools are full, and there's just people there having a drink, taking in the decor, and doing some people watching. There's always a lot of people around here to watch. So this whole area of the ship is called the La Piazza area, Italian inspired, and you see that little red car there? It's actually a 1972 Fiat, and that is actually the year of Carnival Cruise Line's founding. And that brings us to Cucina Del Capitano restaurant. It is one of 2 specialty dining restaurants on the ship that you get 1 dinner included. So you get 1 free dinner at Cucina Del Capitano and 1 free dinner at Chibang. They are both amazing. Make sure you take advantage of that and you're not just going to the buffet every night. Check out this food. Cucina Del Capitano, my wife says, is her favorite. She had her favorite meal of any cruise at this restaurant. It is absolutely delicious. You don't want to miss out. All right, let's head back into the La Piazza area and see what's up next. Another very popular spot on the ship. This is Pizzeria Del Capitano. Now, man, if you guys have seen my other Carnival ship tours, you know that I am not a big fan at all of Carnival pizza, but this is an exception to the rule. My wife thinks it's because the ovens are better. The pizza here is actually really pretty good. We ate pizza here twice on our week-long cruise. So you don't usually hear me say this on Carnival tours, but definitely stop in here and get some pizza. It's actually really good. And right next door is Piazza Panini. This is the deli on the Mardi Gras. And yeah, the sandwiches here are delicious. The bread is freshly baked. A lot of people are accustomed to the usual deli on most of the other ships, but the menu at Piazza Panini is actually different, and I'll say maybe a little bit better, or at least it's nice to have some new sandwiches. So yeah, this area has some good food to choose from. I will say that both the pizza and the sandwiches are a little bit on the greasy side, so it is kind of hard in this area to find some fresh, healthy food or sandwiches that, you know, aren't full of grease. But hey, you're on a cruise, so the calories don't count, right? Over here we have a 1972 Vespa, also another throwback to the Italy theme of the La Piazza area. All right, Rudy's Sea Grill. This is fine dining at its highest on the Mardi Gras. It's $49 a person to eat at Rudy's Sea Grill, so it does cost a little bit, but the food here is legendary. You know you're gonna have a good meal, and it's gonna be in a really beautiful atmosphere. Some of the things they have at Rudy's is crab stuffed lobster tail. They have a seafood bisque soup. They have roasted halibut, and they have key lime pie for dessert. Yeah, that sounds delicious, doesn't it? And they have lobsters printed on the dinnerware. I think that's a nice touch. And this is kind of important to note. If you need an ATM machine or if you need to make some adjustments on your account, on your sale and sign card, there's a kiosk right there for both of those things. And then across the way here, we have Carnival Adventures. This is where you can come and purchase a shore excursion if you didn't before you got on the ship. And everybody is familiar with guest services. I think we've all had to wait in line for guest services once or twice on our cruises. It's a big guest services area on the Mardi Gras. I suppose that's because it's a big ship. There's a lot of people here that have needs for their accounts. And, it's all something we have to do sometimes. And the employees here were professional and wonderful. So, guest services gets a thumbs up. They do a good job there. We're heading into the summer landing area. Once again, like I say, everywhere you look, there's just something new on the Carnival Mardi Gras. It is such an epic ship, and there's just tons going on. This is a microbrewery attached to Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. So you can get microbrewed beer on tap over there, kind of a cool thing. And then the Portside Liquor and Tobacco Duty Free Store. Where you can, of course, stock up on your smokes, get a little bit of alcohol if you want to, Pringles, chocolate, all those vices that we have, and hopefully you can get a good deal when you're here. This is another important thing to note. This is where you can get essentials on the ship, the duty-free store there. If you forgot your toothbrush or your toothpaste, some deodorant, something you forgot to pack, you can go pick it up there, but it's probably going to cost you 3 times as much. This is the Heroes Tribute Bar area. The first thing you see here is this army truck themed ice cream dispenser. And if you guys know our ship tours, you know that Emily always stops at the ice cream dispenser and gets herself a cone. Hey, sometimes it doesn't go that smooth and the cone doesn't come out that good. Let's see how she does this time. Oh my goodness, I think she's got it down. That might be a perfect cone right there. How is it, Emily? Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? All right, of course, this is the Heroes Bar area. This is a bar that is a tribute to the troops that protect our country. Very cool concept, and it's full of comfortable seating, big TVs. Usually there's sporting events going on the TVs, so great place to come down, have a seat, be comfortable, have a drink, and enjoy the game. All right, we're headed over to the Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse area. The food here is delicious and it is included in your cruise. So they have wonderful things on the menu, briskets, fried chicken. You can see they had some salmon there that I got, mac and cheese, onion rings, very delicious. And of course you can put Guy Fieri barbecue sauce on there. Emily is displaying those for us right here. And then this is the bar I was talking about where you can get those microbrews. Can head over here and taste some of those fresh microbrews. Kind of a cool concept on a cruise ship to be able to get that fresh beer. Okay, so this beverage station doesn't get much business during the evening and the daytime, but at breakfast time is when it's key to know about this spot. This is where you can come down and beat the crowds at breakfast. So in the buffet, breakfast gets really competitive. People are going for that bacon, they're going for the eggs. It gets a little wild. Sometimes all the seats are taken. You can come down to deck 8, way less people down here. Not everybody knows about it, and they have almost the same menu. You can get your bacon and eggs down here and find yourself a spot and enjoy breakfast without all the crowds. Obviously the band is just taking a break right now, but a little bit of live music going on while you enjoy your barbecue. And we're gonna head outside and show you guys the outdoor portion of Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brew House. And just like usual, I wanted you guys to see this while it was up and running. So here's some footage of the restaurant during lunch. You can see that this stuff looks delicious. Collard greens, pulled pork, grilled chicken, sausages, all that comfort food, and then you can put some of that Guy Fieri sauce on there. It's really good. I'd recommend making it down here for lunch at least once on your cruise. As we head around the ship, we're going to show you the aft section outside. You can see this is a really nice area in the evening to come down, just chill out on some comfortable furniture, and maybe watch some sports, or just hang out and talk with your friends or family. This is the patio pool area. You can see that this pool is way less crowded than the pool up on deck 16. You know, it's not always empty or anything like that, but you can come down here and probably find a time when you can come down and swim where it's just you or maybe just a few people in the pool, so it's not such an elbow to elbow experience. My wife and I actually spent a lot of time down here. We love this area. It's just a little bit more chill, but really comfortable. And around the corner here, you've got two hot tubs, two very large hot tubs with great views. So yeah, another reason to spend some time down here, and you can see right now that hot tub is empty. You could jump in that hot tub and have the whole thing to yourself. This one over here just had 2 people in it. Yeah, really a special spot on the ship. And this, of course, is the watering hole bar. As you can see, it's closed at the moment, but you can imagine those stools being full in the daytime when things are happening out here. Another great place to stop and just grab a drink. Alright guys, so here is the beanbag toss cornhole spot on the ship. The games get really intense on the Mardi Gras, maybe more so than any other ship I've been on, and I've got a little bit of a warning for you guys. In fact, kind of a big warning. You gotta make sure when you get your cabin, you don't get it in a certain spot. Check this out. Alright guys, today I've got a little cautionary tale if you're gonna be going on a Carnival cruise. The cornhole people are getting out of control. Look at this, crowds are forming. It's getting crazy out there, and guess where my room was? I will never get a balcony room above the beanbag toss again. There you go, guys. Don't get that room above the beanbag toss, or you might just end up getting pelted by beanbags all day. Yeah, it was crazy. So if you guys remember, a couple of minutes ago we went past Bar Della Rosa. It's the bar that was kind of in the middle of everything in the La Piazza area. Well, this is also Bar Della Rosa, it's just the outside section. You can tell it's just as crowded on the outside as the inside, and there is a reason for that. It is right next to the smoking area on the ship, so folks that smoke can come down here, grab a drink, find a seat, and have that cigarette or cigar or whatever it is that they need, and they can take in the ocean views, have a conversation, and have a good time. Once again, every time you walk through here, this is a very crowded spot, and that's why. All right, let's get back on the move, and this time we're gonna head down to deck number 7. There is a lot to see on deck 7, so let's get into it. As you can see here, we are starting off in the grand central area of deck 7, and we're gonna head to the left and jump into the Mardi Gras Casino. This is a huge casino, so I'm not gonna walk through the whole thing, but I do have a separate video that I'll have linked in the description that is a complete Mardi Gras Casino tour. So if you wanna see all the slots, all the table games, everything they have to offer here, check out that video. It's pretty comprehensive. But for now, we're just going to show you a few of the slot machines, and so you can get a feel of what the vibe is like in the Mardi Gras Casino. Like I say, it encompasses like 3 or 4 rooms. It's really big. It has several entrances, tons of different games to play, and right now we are at port, so there's nobody in here, but usually this place is packed. It is a very popular spot, and yeah, so people that love to gamble are going to have a blast at the Mardi Gras Casino, especially if you win. Okay, another great view of the Grand Central Atrium here. You can see they have stadium seating. We're gonna scoot past the back end of the sound booth right here. And then you'll see that there's these seats that are right next to the plexiglass. There's more stadium seating that's closer to the stage. There's bar seating right here. You can really get a different experience just where you sit in this grand atrium auditorium. It's a really cool spot. I really think that it makes the XL class ships, you know, the Mardi Gras, stand out in the Carnival fleet. That theater is really cool. All right, and here's the Grandview Bar. We saw this from deck 8 a few minutes ago. That LED screen goes all the way up there. You can sit at this bar and watch those little glowing orbs on that giant LED screen, and then you can turn around and check out the show. It's a small bar, but it's a really great place to grab a drink, you know, especially if you want to drink while you're watching the show. Okay, and right next to the theater, you're going to find the Fun Shops apparel and accessories store here. The Fun Shops on the Mardi Gras are kind of cool in that they're more spread out than they are on a lot of the other Carnival ships. It's not just one area. As you explore the ship on different decks and different areas, you're going to find shops all over the place. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. You got a lot of different clothing options in there, some sunglasses. And right around the corner here, we're going to pop into the Carnival store where you can get Carnival branded pretty much anything. You can get t-shirts, Mardi Gras t-shirts, Carnival water bottles. You can probably get Carnival breakfast cereal if you look hard enough in this place. You got some refrigerator magnets right there, some of those Carnival teddy bears. You can find a great memento for the trip, or you can find a gift to bring home to a loved one. Alright, so check this out. You would think that's where you enter the Limelight Theater, where that big sign is. It's not though, at least not this time. Gotta go around one corner, gotta go around another corner, and then here is actually the entrance to the Limelight Lounge. That threw us for a loop when we were doing this tour, but this is the spot to enter the Limelight Lounge. I'm guessing they use that other entrance sometimes. I'm not really sure why there's those two entrances, but if you get confused like we did, you just need to go around the corner a couple of times, and here is the Limelight Lounge. Got some karaoke going on in here tonight. The Limelight Lounge actually has a lot of different things that happen in it. Sometimes you got live music, sometimes you have karaoke, late night shows. Art auctions are sometimes in here during the daytime, and comedy acts happen in the Limelight Lounge as well. Obviously, this is the bar in the Limelight Lounge, and you can see what the vibe is like. People are just having a good time. It's a fun place to stop in the evening. All right, and here is the famous Carnival Alchemy Bar on the Mardi Gras. And yeah, this is a popular spot for obvious reasons. They make really unique and tasty drinks at the Alchemy Bar. On the menu, they have drinks that are called the Restorative Basil Drop, or the Caribbean Manhattan, or an Alchemist Sidecar. So they've got a unique twist on drinks here. Those bar stools are almost always full, and people are always having a good time over here. Another great touch of the Alchemy Bar area is check out the carpet. It is actually the chemical compound for alcohol is the design in the carpet. I think that's a nice touch. I wonder how many people actually notice that. Yeah, you can see here that the Alchemy Bar actually has some extended seating going down here, and in just a second here, you're going to see the view over the edge here. Emerald's Bistro, pretty impressive looking spot here from up above. We're going to be heading down there on deck 6 in a few minutes. The Fahrenheit 555 bar. Now, on other Carnival ships, you're not necessarily going to find a bar next to the Fahrenheit 555, but on these XL class ships, you do. So yeah, big bar stools, obviously a popular spot. There's a lot of people hanging out there, and you don't need to necessarily have a reservation at Fahrenheit 555 to stop at the bar and grab a drink. I suppose a lot of people that stop there do, but yeah, if you want to come and just hang out next to the steakhouse, you can do that. But you're probably going to be smelling the steak coming from the steakhouse, and you're going to end up making a reservation. This place is absolutely gorgeous. I don't even really need to say that. You can see it for yourself here. The decor is out of control. It's just a really, really stunning place to sit down and have dinner. And of course, it's a steakhouse. It's a Carnival steakhouse, so it's a delicious meal, but it is going to cost you $52 per person. So not a cheap meal. But, you get treated like royalty. You're in a really great environment. So if a good steak is something that you're in the mood for and a fancy meal, it's a great place to go. And over to our left here, you're going to see the outside of the ParkWest Art Gallery. Now, they had some meetings going on in there and not a lot of stuff to look at, so we didn't head in there, but if you want to get some artwork, that is the place to stop on the Mardi Gras. And that brings us to the main dining restaurant, one of two main dining restaurants on the Mardi Gras. This is the Palm Restaurant. We'll be seeing the Flamingo Restaurant in a little while here, but this is the Palm Restaurant, and you're going to see that it's enormous. Like everything on the Mardi Gras, it's just a big ship, so they have to be able to accommodate a lot of people, so there is a ton of tables in here, a lot of waiters and waitresses walking around, guests sitting down enjoying their dinner, and in a second here, I'm going to show you a beautiful view from above, just so you can get a real feel for the decor of the room. It's a gorgeous room, and there you go. Doesn't that kind of look like flowers? Don't the tables kind of look like flowers? It just is really stunning in there, and make sure you enjoy a dinner too in main dining. There's so much great food on the Mardi Gras that it's easy to actually miss out on main dining. All right, guys, that is actually it. It flew by, deck 7. We're going to head down this staircase right here and hit up deck number 6. We'll see you there. So if you guys thought deck 7 and 8 had a lot going on, wait until you see deck 6. It is packed. It's packed with stuff to do. It's just crazy how much there is to do on this ship. Here's another quick look at the Mardi Gras Palm Restaurant, main dining. We were just up there on deck 7, so we're not going to go back in. It looks pretty much the same on deck 6, but yeah, it's a great place to eat. The first thing we're going to run into here on the left-hand side is the Carnival Kitchen. Fun with cooking. It's where you can take cooking classes on the ship. They're going to teach you how to make some of the delicious meals that they make at main dining, and they also do teach you how to make the famous Carnival chocolate melting cake. I don't think I need to know how to make the famous Carnival chocolate melting cake because, too many calories for me, but it is delicious. This is the French Quarter area on the ship. Here is Emerald's Bistro 1396. This is a pretty popular spot on the ship. My wife and I did eat at Emerald's. It's specialty dining, and so you do need to pay for the food. It's not complimentary, but it's pretty reasonably priced. I will say we were a little disappointed. It certainly wasn't bad food, and it was unique flavors, so we enjoyed that aspect of it, but it was really fried food. That we just weren't in the mood for that night. But it's very Creole inspired. Emerald loves Creole food. So yeah, they have things like fried oysters, barbecue shrimp, duck and sausage gumbo, po' boys, and muffaletta sandwiches. If that sounds interesting to you, check it out. It is pretty good. Okay, next up here is the Fortune Teller Bar. This is a pretty unique bar. It's Victorian decor, and they make some very unique drinks here, kind of like the Alchemy Bar. They make drinks that change color right in front of you here at the Fortune Teller. They want kind of this mystic feel here. Obviously, you can see the bar is absolutely packed. It's a very popular place to be. It's a unique experience. You're probably not going to get this at the bar down the street, you know? So yeah, people love to come here and enjoy a unique bar experience with that New Orleans kind of mystic vibe. Pretty fun place to spend a night. So just a minute ago, we were right next to the Palm Restaurant where you go to main dining. The Palm Restaurant is where you go if you have anytime dining. The Flamingo Restaurant here is where you go if you have traditional dining. Traditional dining is when you set a particular time that you come to dinner every night and you have the same wait staff. You have dinner at the exact same time. So yeah, it's a smaller restaurant, but also where you would get main dining just if you pick traditional. You can see more of those beautiful New Orleans influenced murals on the side there. The decor walking down this hallway is really stunning, and we are coming to my favorite bar on the entire ship, the Brass Magnolia. Obviously, New Orleans has a very strong jazz influence. In fact, it's where jazz was invented. I'm a huge fan of jazz music, so finding a Carnival ship with a jazz club was kind of a dream come true for me. It's a really sweet bar here, and then as you come around, you'll see the seating area where they've got a house jazz band that's actually really good, really comfortable seating, awesome decor. They've got like brass instruments that the chandeliers are made out of. In a second here, I'm going to show you a picture of one of the trombone light fixtures. Just really, really cool decor. And if you like jazz, or if you just want to kind of have an evening of like chill music, sipping some drinks, this is a great place. I found it so relaxing, and the music was really good. And coming up here is a little sample of the house band. All right, guys, we're going to head across the ship here and head into some more of the fun shops. Like I mentioned before, the fun shops just kind of pop up. You walk around the ship, there's a fun shop. You walk to another deck, another area, there's a fun shop. Yeah, you're going to run into a place like Invicta here. Invicta sells watches. I don't wear a watch, so I don't spend a lot of time in the watch shops. But if you do like watches, this is going to be a place where you can find a pretty kick-ass watch, I would imagine. And speaking of places that I personally don't spend a lot of time, the beauty and fragrance store on the Carnival Mardi Gras is not a place I spent a lot of time, but I know there's people watching this that love the beauty and fragrance store, and you're going to find a unique product here. You're going to find hopefully a good price on those products. So yeah, the beauty and fragrance store is there for you if that is your cup of tea. This, of course, is Hip Fish Accessories, another accessories store on the ship. They've got jewelry here. You're going to see rings in a second. They've got handbags, all kinds of fun stuff to come in and shop for. Obviously, you see a lot of people looking around. They look excited to see these things. If you like to shop, it's going to be a great time for you. gold chain and silver chain by the foot. I still don't know exactly what that's for, but I see it on every cruise ship I'm on. Maybe you can tell me in the comments, what do people use that long gold chain for? All right, guys, and here is a glimpse of the Grand Central Atrium while a show has just begun. You can see the audience is there enthralled with what's going on the stage. We're going to kind of squeeze past them behind, but I'll show you a few more shots of the main stage there in a second. But first, we're going to walk past the seating area right here. This is a great place, actually, to grab a seat. My wife and I sat here a little bit. Great people watching spot right here, just a little bit off from the theater. And right in front of us is the Cherry on Top. The Cherry on Top candy store. For some people, this is just a dream come true, right? I mean, you've got all kinds of different sugar objects in here. You can get chocolate. You're going to get gummy worms, gummy bears, Tootsie Rolls. They've got teddy bears for you, Dr. Seuss. We've got Gobstoppers and Red Hots and all those different kind of candies. If you've got a sweet tooth, this is going to be your spot. Yeah, and like I say on the Mardi Gras, it's just one thing after the other. Now we are at the JavaBlue Cafe, where obviously you can pick up a soda, a Gatorade, a bottle of water, anything like that. But they also have a full-service coffee shop here. Any coffee drink you want, you're going to be able to get. They've got milkshakes. My wife and I took advantage of that. Who doesn't love a good milkshake on a cruise? They've got donuts. They've got very unique donuts. They've got like a donut that has bacon on it. I've never had that yet, but someday I'm going to try it. And another great aspect of this JavaBlue on the Mardi Gras is they have these hot sandwiches down here, and cold sandwiches. So yeah, you don't have to go up to the buffet if you want a snack. You can come down to deck 6. The sandwiches are actually really tasty. They'll heat it up for you. The cheese is nice and melted, very delicious, and you can sit down and watch a show while you have a bite. It's pretty sweet. If you don't want to wait in line or pay for the coffee, they've got a beverage station right here. You can pick up some water or you can pick up a cup of coffee for free. So yeah, it's a very convenient spot if you want to beat the crowds in the buffet. And we're going to zig across the hallway again here and take another look at the Grand Central Atrium. Very impressive theater. I've mentioned that before when we were looking down on it from deck 7. It's a stunning theater. It's a really, really cool aspect of the Mardi Gras. And I really hope all of you watching this get to experience it sometime. You're going to love it. This is the Center Stage Bar. You're watching the show and you want a drink. You're just going to walk over to the Center Stage Bar, grab yourself a cocktail or a beer, head back to your seat and enjoy the show. Very convenient full bar there. Check out the textures on the wall right here. Just everywhere you look is eye candy. And of course, here is the next venue, the Piano 88 Bar. Have you guys been to the Piano 88 Bar? Sometimes the decor is red in the piano bar. In the Mardi Gras, it's this blue and white theme. Very unique decor in here for sure. And obviously it's closed right now, but you can come in here when the piano player is playing. People are going to be singing along to classics. It's the kind of place where you can find a dark table, or you can sit up by the bar and have a sing-along. Very cool spot. And if that is not enough for you on Deck 6, we've got the Punchliner Comedy Club here. We're walking in right before an act started, but you can see it is a very popular spot. If you want a good seat, or maybe even a seat at all at the Punchliner for a show, you're going to have to probably get here early. These two ladies right here are searching the rows, looking for a seat. It looks like maybe somebody pointed them to a couple of seats over there. They're going to get into this show, but it's no guarantee. Everybody loves to laugh, right? Everybody loves a good comedy show. And if what you like to do on a cruise is relax, the Cloud9 Spa is your spot. Just walking into the atrium, look at this place. It is super relaxing, amazing decor. You've got all these different products over here, relaxation products, health products. You can get vitamin treatments here. Obviously, you can get massage treatments. You're going to be able to get facials, body wraps, and there's a thermal suite. This is the place to relax. But here is the thing. It's very expensive. I really wish I could go on a cruise and be able to get all the different treatments I wanted, but it is a little bit out of my price range. But hey, if you've got the income, if you've got the extra money, come down here and get pampered. They know what they're doing. All right, we're going to take a fast walk down this long hallway to the stage area of the Mardi Gras Theater. This is the main theater on the ship. This is kind of a cool view of it, right? We just happened to get here right before the Family Feud started, so you can kind of see what it looks like from the stage, and then also, obviously, what the audience view is. This place is packed. It is absolutely packed in here. The Family Feud really brings the people in, but yeah, there is the Mardi Gras Theater. Obviously, when you guys get on the ship, you're going to catch a couple of shows, and that's the place you're going to do it. Oh, and we can't forget, I know everybody listening to this works out all the time. I'm sure you guys are all in perfect shape, which means you're going to need to come down to the fitness center on a regular basis, to keep those muscles strong, right? So this is the place to do it. Everything you need and more to stay in shape is here at the fitness center. And it's usually not that crowded. You can probably find a treadmill, a stair machine. You can come in here, take a dance class, looks like a spin class. Anything you want to stay in shape, you're going to be able to do it here at the fitness center on the Mardi Gras. It seems they spared no expense. They've got a machine for every muscle group. They've got all kinds of machines for cardio. It truly is an impressive gym. And I know that for some people, it's really, really important to stay in shape and be able to get in those workouts on their cruises. So yeah, they've got you covered. Okay guys, so we finished up the workout. It is time to get back outside finally. Let's head up to deck 17 and I'll show you what there is to see. Alright guys, let's check out deck 17 out here in the sunshine. The first thing we're going to see here is the smoking section on deck 17. This is called the Upper Lido. And yeah, you can come up here and bring yourself a drink, maybe a plate of some food, sit down, maybe have a conversation and get that nicotine. You can have a cigarette, you can have a vape, whatever it is that you do, you can come up here and do it in a beautiful environment with beautiful ocean views. One main theme you guys are going to notice about deck 17 is sun loungers. It is just a deck full of sun loungers. Some of them are in the shade, some of them are in the sun. You'll be able to find a sun lounger for whatever situation you want up here on deck 17. Some people make it sound like cruise ships get crowded and you can't find somewhere to sit. Come up here to the Upper Lido deck on deck 17. I guarantee there's going to be some open sun loungers for you with some beautiful ocean views. Here's a little sneak peek of the ropes course that we're going to be talking about in just a couple of minutes here up on deck 18. Hey, if you guys have kids, you are going to be interested in this section right here. We're going to show you at least the inside here of the Circle C area. A place for kids ages 12 to 14 to come and hang out. Other kids their age. One thing you'll notice, like I mentioned earlier in the video, every time I come to these places where there's a nice area for kids to hang out, there's never any kids hanging out in there. It's like the kids, just because you tell them that's where they can go hang out, it's like the last thing they want to do. Right across the hallway here is the Warehouse Arcade. You will see some kids in here. You'll also see some adults in here. They've got a big variety of video games. And obviously, you're also seeing here they have a bunch of these claw hammer games where you can win prizes. That's kind of cool, although I hardly ever see anybody winning them. But yeah, they have good games here. I mean, these are games that you probably don't have in your living room at your house. So yeah, it's worth spending a couple of bucks if you're a kid to get some of these virtual reality games. They look pretty cool. I'm sure that they're really fun. my wife and I love to play some air hockey. So yeah, they've also got air hockey for us old schoolers. Yeah, the arcade's a pretty fun place to go. All right, we're heading back out on the Lido deck. We're gonna swing through this kind of main area right here. This is a popular area to get a sun lounger. So, this area, it's gonna be harder to get a spot, kind of by the pool. But yeah, if you want a sun lounger on deck 17, you're gonna for sure be able to find one if you just travel a little bit. So I do want you guys to notice that they have these sun lounger bed things here. Pretty cool. Those are hard to get. I'm not gonna lie. My wife and I wanted to get a hold of one of those, for a period of time on one of the days of our cruise. But every day we came up here, the shaded bed areas there were taken. So yeah, try to get there early, I guess. You might be feeling like you're having deja vu right now. Yes, this is the Red Frog Tiki Bar, and it is very similar to the Red Frog Tiki Bar that is just below it on deck 16. So yeah, you've got Red Frog Tiki on 16, and right above it, you've got Red Frog Tiki Bar on deck 17. So, you don't have to go up and down stairs, whatever level you're on. You can just walk up to the bar if you're on the upper or the lower Lido, grab yourself a drink, walk away, grab a sun lounger, and enjoy the day. Okay, you're going to want to take note of this spot. Obviously, this is another Swirls location where you can get endless soft serve ice cream. Remember, there was also one down on deck 8 at the Heroes Tribute Bar. Well, there's also one here on deck 17, the upper Lido. You can stop at Swirls, and then you can stop at Guy's Burgers, or you can stop at Guy's Burgers and then Swirls. That might make more sense. But yeah, here is the toppings bar of Guy's Burgers. And normally on Carnival ships, Guy's Burgers is on the main Lido deck, but on the XL class ships, like the Mardi Gras, you're gonna find it on the upper Lido. It's a little bit more spacious, a little bit less crowded, because it's not like right next to the pool area. Kind of a good setup, actually. Really quickly, we will just get into line here for a second and give you guys the experience. If you haven't been to Guy's Burgers, it'll make you wanna go, and if you have been to Guy's Burgers, it'll make you want to get back on a Carnival ship and get yourself a Guy's Burger. Pretty much everybody agrees that Guy's Burgers is, at least one of the best burgers at sea. And of course, Club 02, ages 15 to 17. The kids can come here and hang out. Guess what? No kids hanging out whatsoever. Just ghost town there in Club 02. Unfortunately, it's too bad. Once again, Club 02, little outside area here. Kids could be hanging out on these nice, comfortable padded seats, ocean views, just hanging out. But they're not. They're not taking advantage of it. So this prime real estate here on the ship is just abandoned. All right, and we're coming back around the other side of the ship, the back end of the ship. There's some nice padded seats back here. Definitely a great place to hang out. But we're going to head up this staircase, and we're going to show you guys deck 18, the ultimate playground. Get ready. There's a bunch of exciting stuff up here. If you like the amusement park side of cruise ships, you're going to love the ultimate playground. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to look at in the ultimate playground here is the mini golf area. It's a pretty elaborate mini golf course. It's really compact though. And all these holes fit into a really small area. I guess that would be one complaint I have. But overall, it's a pretty cool mini golf area. If you like to do that when you're on a cruise ship, you're going to enjoy mini golf on the Mardi Gras. It is, of course, right next to the waterworks area here. For the most part, in the waterworks area, you're going to see little kids. It's not really for the adults. It's not even really for the teenagers. I think it's mostly for the little kids, but it's a great place for them to come and cool off on a hot day and have a little space to themselves on the ship. Yeah, here we go, the Bolt Rollercoaster. Now, I wasn't brave enough to go on the Bolt Rollercoaster, but my wife was, and she said it was actually really fun, although she got a little bit of back pain after she got off of it. So, hey, if you guys have trouble with back pain, the Bolt Rollercoaster might not be for you. There is a height and weight restriction on the Bolt Rollercoaster, and it is... Passengers must be between 52 inches, which is 4 feet 4, and 77 inches, which is 6'5", and the weight limit is 300 pounds per person. Additionally, children under 12 must ride with someone 15 or older. And there, of course, was the staircase to get up to the Bolt roller coaster. Yeah, these clamshells right here were actually really popular. You'd walk through here and most of the time you would see people hanging out. Seems like this is maybe a fun spot with a really good view and maybe a little bit of privacy for your clamshell experience there. All right, here's a little sneak peek of the ropes course. So they have both a roller coaster and a pretty elaborate ropes course. You can see the ropes course actually has two different tracks. Like one side you can see has those planks, the other side is just a single rope. If you want to do it twice, you have two full different experiences. My wife really enjoyed the ropes course. I once again wasn't brave enough to do it, but she said the ropes course was top notch and really enjoyed that. Have you guys ever played basketball on a cruise ship? I have done that, and it's not easy. The ship moves a little bit, so every time you throw the ball up to, even if on land it would have went in the basket, it doesn't always on the cruise ship because the cruise ship's moving a little bit. Same thing with foosball, and you're gonna see a pool table over here, some beanbag toss going on. It's all a little bit harder because the ship is just moving at least a little bit in those waves, so things don't go exactly where you think they're gonna go. Adds another element of fun to the games. Here's a map of the ultimate playground area. And of course, we are on the walking track or the jogging track on the ship right here. You can come up here and get some exercise, get some cardio. If you regret, how many plates of food you had at the buffet, you can come up here and maybe walk off a little bit of it, something like that. It's a pretty fun track. There's a lot to look at. You can either look at the ocean or you can watch the basketball games that are going on. It's a pretty fun place just to come and hang out, walk around, and take in the views. Coming up here, you're going to get a nice shot of the side of the waterworks area, and also you can see the Bolt roller coaster in action. One more nice shot here of the roller coaster. You can see it's not like the fastest roller coaster you've ever seen in your life. My wife said it is actually still pretty thrilling. You're way up on a cruise ship, you have nothing but ocean around you, and you're on a roller coaster. What an experience. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the ultimate playground area on the Mardi Gras. Let's head over to Serenity. Alright guys, this is also Deck 18. It's just across the ship from the Ultimate Playground. Yeah, the Serenity area here. This is one of my favorite spots on any Carnival cruise ship. The Serenity area is just a place where you can go and relax. It's generally pretty quiet. They don't pump like the party music, and it's for adults only. So you have to be 21 or older to hang out here in the Serenity area. And sometimes, you know, it's nice to get a break from the kids. As you can see, the hot tubs, there's 2 hot tubs up here on Serenity. They're packed. Every Serenity I've ever gone to, the hot tubs are always packed. It's where everybody wants to go get in the hot tub. I don't think I've ever actually been able to get into a hot tub in Serenity area because they're always taken. So hey, if you guys manage to get in there, kudos, because it is not easy to get a spot in the hot tub in Serenity, but definitely desirable. They've got some full-out beds up here. You want to come out and just take a nap in the sun or in the shade, you can do that. Pretty cool. As you can see, the Serenity area on the Mardi Gras is vast. It's a big area, and it's popular. I mean, for good reason. It's a place where you can just live the cruise life, right? Come up here and relax, do that cruise life thing. And we're coming up here just around the corner to the Serenity Bar area. And you can see it's packed. Of course, people are having a good time, getting their drinks, hanging out in Serenity, and just taking it easy. They've got that little cutout area down there right next to the pool. One interesting thing about the pool in this area is it's always in the shade. So it is like the coldest pool I've ever seen on a cruise ship, because it never gets like direct sunlight. That makes it desirable on a really hot day and less desirable on a moderate day because it's really, really cold. I think this right here just shows what cruising is all about. People taking naps, people taking it easy, people just contemplating the universe, just soaking in the sun. This is what cruise life is all about. It's all about taking it easy. It's all about not worrying about the things you have back home, all the problems in life. It's all about just embracing that cruise experience and taking it easy. All right, we're back at the pool area again and the Serenity Bar area. And now in just a second, you're gonna see up above the Serenity Bar, you're gonna see this pool up there. And that's actually the Loft 19 area. It's where you can rent cabanas for the day and get a more exclusive experience. But what's kind of weird is you can see everything going on in the pool up there. Kind of a weird setup, but Loft 19 is a pretty desirable place to be. It is not crowded up in Loft 19, so you're always going to have a pretty exclusive experience if you're willing to pay the money, and we'll get into how much that costs in just a second here. Okay, this is Fresh Creations. It is a salad bar. It wasn't open when we passed by, but during certain hours you can stop in and get a salad while you're hanging out in Serenity if you want that healthy snack to kind of get you by until dinner time. All right, Loft 19, guys, here we go. The cost to rent a cabana in Loft 19 on the Mardi Gras actually varies. For a week-long rental, it can range from $1,750 to $2,500, plus an 18% gratuity. Daily rentals, when available, are typically $500 for sea days and $250 for port days, also with an 18% gratuity. But if you've got a group of people that can go in on it, it might make sense for you and it can give you a really exclusive experience. Hey guys, if you liked this ship tour of the Carnival Mardi Gras, you're gonna like our other cruise content, right? So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that like button, and hopefully we're gonna see you again soon in our next video.